Hey everyone! Hello, 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 hello. New installment in the channel. You guys, Good Girls. Yes, I am reviewing Good Girls. Good Girls comes on NBC every Sunday. Hold on. Yeah, every Sunday. Every Sunday, um, Good Girls comes on NBC. Um, Usually the show comes on around, I want to say, somewhere in the summer. It usually comes on in the summer on NBC. So the reason why I'm doing this is just like when I was did the first review of CS the Key. I'm doing this because coronavirus, and um, I just feel like this is kind of like a outlet for me to share my, opinions on shows and everything like that, and shows that I really enjoy. And Good Girls is one of the shows. I remember, like, I saw when it first premiered, I saw like this commercial and it just kept showing a commercial and commercial. I'm like, this show looks really good. And I just started watching it and I have been hooked. Like, okay, you guys, season four, I just found out on Twitter, season four, well, season on Instagram and Twitter, season four is going to premiere next year. So you're going to get a review for season four when we bang out, seasons one through three. And seasons one through two are on Netflix. And, like I said, Xfinity is the provider here at our house. So I'm guessing, hopefully, I don't have to pay for a whole season like I had to do CS Key for season one. I didn't pay for CS Key season one though. I'm still looking though. But hopefully it's free. If not, go on NBC's website and watch the full episodes on there. So yes, I'm so excited. I love the show, you guys. This show is amazing. The writing is great. The acting is great. The overall story is great. Like, this is such a good show. And if you have not watched Good Girls, watch it, okay? It's such a good show. And okay, so I have seen seasons one, two, and three already. I know the story of the show and everything like that. So for people who don't know about the show, people who do know about the show, I'm gonna give you guys like a little synopsis basically. So it's about these three friends, two who are sisters, Beth and Annie, and their childhood friend, Ruby. They're all living in Midwest, basically here in Michigan. They're in Michigan, somewhere in like the suburban area near Detroit, Wayne County. Um, fictionalized Detroit. But yes, three friends, and they're all going through financial troubles. And in order to figure out how to get, fix these financial troubles, they rob a grocery store and come to find out that the money of the grocery store is with a money laundering. I always get tongue tied. Money laundering um, boss. His name is Rio. And now they are forever trapped in this cycle of working for Rio, basically trying to get the money back. Um, but they are so deep into the money laundering and counterfeit money. Yeah, it's a lot. So season four, um, geez, what happened to season three? Season three. What happened in season three? Season three. I gotta go back look at season three. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I had to go back. See, this is why I'm reviewing the show. Go back. But yes, basically that's what the show is about. And it's like I knew I was gonna have to review when I was gonna have to like go back and watch this show. I am going to hate a couple of people on this show. Boomer is one of those people. If you know, Boomer is one of them. The lady that has those three kids and I was like blackmailing the girls. I didn't like her. Who else? I think those were the only two that I did not like. But yeah, so I'm excited. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I watched the episode last night and I got my notes. Okay, Got my notes. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm very excited. Okay, so we start the episode, and there's this little girl. She's doing a voiceover, and it's just like how powerful women are. You know, we are so resourceful. We are this, we're that, we're invincible. Motivational, girls speak. Girls are powerful. Girls are leaders. Okay, so we see, these kids, they're running around, and Beth is basically a housewife. Okay, Beth is the cookie cutter type suburban mom, PTA meetings, bake sales, that type of. You guys, I'm hitting my leg, so yeah. She's that type of mom, the cookie cutter suburban housewife mom. That is what she does. She has 4 kids with Dean, who is played by Matthew Little. Okay, look here. This show has a lot of people who we've watched throughout these years. Oh, I think her name's Christina. Is her name Christina Hendricks? I'm on my computer. Let's look. Christine. I think her name's Christina Hendricks. Yes, Christina Hendricks. And I never watched the show, but she was on Mad Men. The redhead. Yeah, she was on Mad Men that came on AMC. And then, oh, how do you pronounce her name? Retta? I think her name Retta. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Retta. She was on Parks and Recs with Amy Poehler and Chris Pratt and many other people. Parks and Rec. And then Annie, her name is May, and she was in a movie that came out. It was like this big movie. I don't know, but she looked familiar. She's on the show. Manny Montana, his fine. Oh, hey Manny, what's good? What's good, Manny? Manny Montana, he was on a show called Graceland. I love that show. I'm so mad that got canceled. But he was on a show called Graceland that came on USA. I want to say like the early, like around 2010 ish. Around that time, Graceland was on USA, and he was a part of that show. And then now he's on this show. Stan, who plays Ruby's wife, Retta, who plays Ruby. Stan, he was on a show called Mike and Molly. He played Mike's best friend and coworker. And then Matthew Lillard. All respect to Matthew Lillard, y'all. Matthew Lillard, I grew up watching this dude. My God, Matthew Lillard was in a lot of stuff back in the day. I mean, people around my generation, my age, know Matthew Lillard from Scream. He was in the first Scream movie. He was in is She's All That? Is that the movie She's All That with Freddie Prinze Jr.? Yeah, She's All That. Yep, he was in the movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. and the late Paul Walker. R.I.P. baby. I love Paul Walker, y'all. But he was in that movie, She's All That. And then, of course, people know him as the live action character of Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo franchise. Very recognizable. First, it was Casey Keenum. I think that was his name, Casey Keenum. Y'all, I'm on my computer. So, yes. What's his name? Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem. He was the voice of Shaggy. Casey Kasem. Back in the day, he was the voice of Shaggy. And then when he died, many people did the voice of Shaggy, but Matthew Lillard, he played Shaggy in this live action Scooby-Doo movies, and then he did a lot of the voice acting for the animated series of Scooby-Doo. But then sadly, I don't understand why he was let go of the new Scooby-Doo movie that came out. But yeah, he doesn't do that anymore, which sucks. But yeah, Matthew Lillard, respect to him. See, I just gave y'all like a rundown of all the characters that's on the show. But yeah. So Beth, like I said, she's a cookie cutter housewife. She's married to Dean, who is a car dealership person. And they have 4 kids. And the kids are just running around, screaming. They're getting ready for school. They see the commercial for Dean's car dealership. And it's this blonde, dumb chick who was played by Sarah Paxton. Okay, Halloween Town. I think it's the third Halloween Town. No, it wasn't the third. It was the like last installment of the Halloween Town. When she replaced, I think her name was Kimberly Brown. I think. I think the last Halloween Town last Halloween Town movie ended on Disney. Sarah Paxton. But yeah, her. She's this commercial. She's playing the dumb blonde coworker, and Dean cuts off the commercial. He turns off the TV fast, and they're heading to go to school and going to work. We then catch Annie. She's driving crazy, and she's dropping her daughter Sadie off at school. And then they have this, this cool mom, type of friendship. Not really a parent. She's like the cool parent. Okay. And so they have this, great relationship. And then we see Ruby. She is at this, I want to say, presentation, I guess. And her daughter Sarah is on a, I'm trying to figure out the name of it. What is the name of it? She's on a breathing machine, and she has like the portable canister. Ugh. If you know the name, it put it down in the comments. It's blanking out on me. But she is giving this presentation. It's this empowering speech on females and everything like that. And Ruby was like, okay, look here, I gotta go. This was nice, but I gotta go. Stan was like, yeah, I gotta go too. So we see this grocery store called Fine and Frugal. And then the camera is doing an overshot, technical term, of the whole building. And we go to the back of the store where they do the drop offs of stuff, of inventory and things like that. And we see Beth, Ruby, and Annie. And basically what is going on is that they are about to rob the store. Okay. Robbing a grocery store. So they bust in, the store. They're like, get on the ground, get on the ground. And then it pauses. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we're going back. So we see Beth, this is before the robbery. Beth is getting a Brazilian wax. Okay, she can make sure everything get waxed. I'm not a waxer. TMI, I'm sorry. Get the razor. Okay. So gets the job done. And she's telling the beautician that her and her husband, they're not having a lot of, sex, and it's like she just wants to, I guess, feel nice, having a kid, and he's working all the time, bragging about, not bragging, but she's ranting about her life right now. And we see the receptionist come in. She was like, sorry, but your card is declined. Ran through twice, it's declined. I'm like, ooh, that is so embarrassing. Ooh. Pay your credit card bills, y'all. Pay your credit card bills. I don't have a credit card because, I ain't gonna be looking stupid. Cards declined. No, Pay your credit card bill, y'all. Pay your credit card bill. So her credit card is declined twice. Okay. And then we cut to the dealership, and oh, what was her name? What was her name? She said it towards the end of the episode. But Sarah Paxton's character, she is on the desk. Her legs are spread, and Dean is kissing between her legs. She's not even paying attention to it. She's looking at herself on the TV because the commercials is running, and she wants to be an actress in LA. And automatically, they think of porn. They think of a porn actress. And out of nowhere, they just start making out. Okay, they just start making out full blown on the desk, and the blinds are closed and everything. We get to the supermarket, and there's this guy, Boomer. He is so disgusting, and he's one of the characters that I do not like on the show, and I'm so happy about what happened to him. He is looking at something, kind of like seductive, like, oh, okay, okay. And we see someone bending over and basically a tramp stamp. And it's Annie's character. And he tells her that she's in trouble because there's $100 bill. And $100 bill, you have to use a special pen to see if it's counterfeit. And it was counterfeit because she didn't use the pen. You guys, there's a special. I remember I worked in Tim Hortons, and I've never had to like run like the pen to see if something was counterfeit. I've never done that before. And but yes, that is messed up because you're giving fake money. Okay, that can just mess up an entire drawer for someone because manager checks drawers, and it's like you have this $100 bill which you think is real, but no, it's fake. So you're basically screwed. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this out of your paycheck, okay? And she's pissed about that. She is mad about that. Then we see Ruby and Sarah, the daughter, who's on the breathing tube. They're waiting in this hospital. It's crowded, and it's moving slow. That's what it looks like. It's moving slow. And she's trying to get the receptionist's attention, and then she gets waited on. She gets to the doctor. Sarah's getting her checkup, and the doctor tells Ruby that Sarah's kidneys are not getting any better. And one kidney is not doing good, but the other one is right there. So we're going to have to put her on a list of transplants. And people who have gone through transplants, that is like a long wait list of transplants for any, it could be for anything. You're going to wait a long time for transplants because you have to make sure that you match a specific blood type. You got to go through everything. It's like long wait list. I've never had to do that, but hear stories of people waiting and waiting for like transplants. It takes a long time. And Ruby is trying to talk to this doctor that she found this drug that is supposed to help improve your kidneys fast. And the doctor isn't even paying attention to her because the receptionist is throwing like paperwork, and they're complaining about you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Well, there's a whole bunch of people here, and Ruby is trying to get help for her daughter, and these doctors aren't even listening. It's like, oh my gosh. So she has to raise her voice to get their attention, and the doctor tells her, yeah, I heard about the drug. It does speedy it speeds up recovery, but it's going to cost you 10 grand. That's messed up. I don't have kids, but let me tell you something. When I do have kids, I will do anything for my children, anything for my kids to make sure that they are healthy and secured. And it's like she's hearing that 10 grand, it costs 10 grand to get this drug. It's like she doesn't want to fail her child. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is just so heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, just oof, so sad. And so they're at the restaurant. The three girls, they're at the restaurant where Ruby works. And Beth is talking about how Dean maxed out one of their credit cards at a lingerie store. And they're thinking, oh, he might be cheating. But nah, he might not be doing that. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Girl, if you expect something, it's probably 100% true. Okay. While discussing this, Annie's telling Ruby, hey, this old guy, he's going to steal your tip. Old guy was about to steal her tip. And Annie says that, yeah, a lot of the stores that I used to work at used to get hit up a lot, so I can like spot stuff out. And she just goes on about, yeah, so it's like, you guys, the grocery store, don't worry about the registers. Nah, the money's in the vault, okay? And in the vault, there's like 10K, 30K, a whole bunch of money in that vault. And she was like, yeah, I got some guns, cut off the serial number and everything like that. Got some mask. Hey, the girl can dream, right? So basically, Annie has been plotting maybe like robbing a store. just for jokes, but she's kind of like, yeah, I might want to do this. I might want to, rob a store or something like that. Um, so it's like she also talks about like, yeah, if you park in front of the store, you're gonna get caught because of security cameras. So you gotta park in the back to where the loading docks where there are no cameras. And she's just going on and on and on, and then flash forward, they are robbing the grocery store. Okay. Um, they're yelling at people. They're telling people, get on the ground, get on the ground, but they're not sounding intimidating. They're like, get on the ground. Where's the manager? Where's the manager? Not sounding intimidating at all. If you're gonna rob something, at least be intimidating about it. But they were nowhere near intimidating. So Beth is like, fine, I'll step up. And Beth was like, get on the ground, get on the ground. Grab your phones. Where's the manager? She said, where's the manager? The person that works at the store. She's like, over there. And Boomer, he's just like squirming on the floor. He's squirming. And Beth points the fake gun to him. And he tells him, take my friend Annie to the back to where the vault is to get the money. Okay, so. Okay, okay. Go back a week early. Go back, okay? Annie is at the store. Y'all, Saracen. Saracen, oh my gosh, Saracen, look here. If y'all watched Friday Night Lights, not the movie, but the TV show, I think it came on NBC. I was late to the game. I wasn't watching Friday Night Lights when it premiered originally back in the early 2000s on NBC. I didn't watch it. I watched the show years later. I binge watched it on Netflix. So, Matt Saracen. Saracen, I always call him that. Every time he comes on the screen, I always say Saracen because that's how I remember him by. So, I'm going to call him Saracen, okay? Saracen pops up and he tells Annie that him and his wife, Nancy, they are going to sue her for custody of Sadie. And so we get a little bit of background. They were 17 when they had Sadie and they didn't know what they were doing. But now he's married, he's grown, he wants no custody of Sadie, and he was like, I want to put her in like the best Catholic school and put her here, put her there, but people are bullying her at this school and telling her she needs to get a new computer and everything like that. It's like basically the baby mama, baby daddy drama. Okay. So Annie is with Beth and she's telling her about Saracen suing her for custody. They're also talking about Beth being married to Dean, which people aren't too happy about because they don't really care for Dean. And Beth is saying all it does is just takes 20 years, a lot of hard work, and a lot of patience, and blah, 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 blah. So the commercial, the same dealership commercial pops up. And Annie makes a joke. It's like, man, who does this girl sucks? Like, who does she have to blow to get on this commercial? And so now Beth is doing calculations in her head, and she is like, something isn't adding up. Something is not adding up. They go to the lingerie store. And so they're trying to get information from a sales associate. Of course, the sales associate is like, oh, we can't do that because of privacy reasons. And Beth and Annie is just making up this story. And so the sales associate gives in. And she brings this small, glittery thong. Girl, no. No. And so they added up that Dean is having an affair. And Beth is just crying on the couch. And, Ruby comes and tells her that Dean's cheating on her. And Beth just goes to town. She is just slashing everything that Dean has his office. She's just wrecking everything. Look here. We have these things in Michigan. It's called a rage room. I've been to one. That is so therapeutic. That is so therapeutic, okay? Like you're just breaking stuff and it's like that is the best type of therapy. I've felt so good after doing that. I want to go back again, but COVID just screws everything. COVID just screwed everything. But yeah, she's just slashing everything of Dean. And she sees this paper. She finds these papers. And so it's at night. It's night. Dean comes home and Beth tells him that she knows about the affair. And he just starts breaking down. He's like, I'm sorry, just a lot of stress and I'm so sorry. I did not mean to. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, oh my gosh, he's crying. Beth is like, so we have not one, not two, not four, not five, but no, 3 mortgages that are unpaid. Three mortgages that are not paid. There's no money in the accounts. Credit cards have advances on them. What is going on, Dean? So Dean tells her, like, yeah, so I made a couple of bad investments and wasn't thinking, and I just dug ourselves in a deeper hole, and I am sorry. And she is like, are we gonna lose the house? Are we gonna lose the house? He's like, no, maybe, I don't know, like I'm gonna figure this out. What? What? So after processing this, the next day, Beth tells the girls, we're gonna rob the store. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta rob that store. We gotta get this 10K, okay? We gotta get this money. So, present time. They are robbing a store. They're in the process of it. Annie is in the back with Boomer. Boomer is slowly getting the money. Annie decides to push Boomer out the way and get the money herself. As she's leaning forward, her shirt is going up, and Boomer is looking at it, and he sees the tattoo. What? Oh my. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Annie. Seriously, dude. Oh my gosh. You could have wore another shirt or something. You could have wore something that wasn't gonna like go up. Like, oh my. At this moment, I'm like, Annie, like, seriously. Seriously. Oh my gosh. And so while she's in the process of getting the money, Ruby sees the security guard. She's like, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. And so they're running to leave. They're leaving. And they get to the house and they're wondering, like, okay, do we get the 30K? We're gonna have to split it. Annie is like, we got more than 30K. She's emptying bag after bag after bag after bag after bag after bag. Come to find out, they stole $500,000. They stole $500,000. $1,000. Okay, not 10K, not 30K, $500,000 in cash from a grocery store. They are freaking out. They're like, we need to do something because, okay, a cops can blow over 30K, but $500,000, that's gonna, police are going to be on their way. So they decide, okay, look over here. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to split it and we're going to sit on it. And we're not going to do nothing, okay? They all agree. We see Annie in a Porsche picking Sadie up and giving Sadie a new computer. We then see Beth going to the dealership unannounced to, what did I put? What's her name? Amber. Sarah Paxton's character, Amber. She bribes Amber with $5,000, basically to tell her get her start in LA, get you a plane ticket, a little bit of money left over, and you look like you can fit in a porn. Okay, and basically tells her that Dean is not worth it. Okay, and then she's driving all over Dean's dealership and just ruining everything that, you know, he had on the dealership. Next, we see Ruby at a more, I want to say, no, not upscale hospital, but a more professional like hospital. More, that's not what I want to say. More, what I want to say. Okay, bougie. More bougie. I realized I'm not wearing my earrings. I just realized that I'm not wearing my earrings. That's fine. I feel naked when I don't wear my earrings. That's fine. I'm 30. I'm 31 deep in this, so that's fine. But she's in a more like more up there hospital, and she gets to the doctor, and she's just, you know, just going on and on about this drug and like how it's supposed to help, and you know, she's just, she wants the best for her daughter. And so the doctor stops her and she says, you need to breathe. Breathe. And she tells her that yes, the drug can increase, you know, drastically. And so what they're going to do is that they're going to run some tests on Sarah, and that they're going to give her a sample of the drug. And that is like music to Ruby's ears, and she just starts crying. She just starts breaking down crying. And I just like, oh my gosh, Ruby. Do what you gotta do for your kid. Do what you gotta do for your kid, Ruby. Do what you gotta do. Okay. Yes, and also they're gonna before putting her on, they're gonna give her the sample drug before putting her on the transplant list. Okay. We get to Annie's house, and Annie is looking at all the stuff that she brought. Got a new phone, got a whole bunch of stuff. There's a knock at the door. It's Boomer. Boomer is being an asshole, and he's like, how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you rob the place? You know, how did you do it? He busts in and everything like that. And he basically tells her that he hasn't said anything. He kept his mouth shut. But the only way that I'm going to keep my mouth shut is if you know, if you have sex with me here and there. Basically a dog. Okay? And Annie was about to go. Oh my god. Annie was about to perform, and Sadie walks out, and Boomer tells her that he'll be back soon. Okay. Dean comes downstairs, and Beth automatically asks him for the passwords to the mortgages, to the account, passwords to everything. He was like, too fast, too furious. He was like, too fast, too furious. Side note, that's one of my favorite Fast and Furious movies of the whole franchise. I've watched every single Fast and Furious movie except for Tokyo Drift. Except for Tokyo Drift, I've watched every single Fast and Furious movie. Once again, R.I.P. Paul Walker. That's my baby. But Too Fast, Too Furious is my favorite out of the whole franchise. I love Too Fast, Too Furious. But she says that she's going to handle everything, and that She's gonna live in a house. She paid the mortgage. She paid it already. She's gonna live in a house with the kids while Dean stays in a motel somewhere else. So pack your stuff and leave, Dean. That's what you do. Pack your stuff and leave. Okay. Stan, Stan, who is Ruby's wife, he's wondering like what is going on because they've had this GoFundMe for Sarah, and then out of nowhere, this anonymous donor, Ruby, drops this money, you know, a GoFundMe account. And Ruby's like, don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of. We're good. We're good. Okay. And they see Sarah play fighting with the son. And they are just happy that their daughter is, back to who she was. And, so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. This is where drama picks up. Beth is coming from the grocery store. And who does she see? Rio fine ass. Rio fine self is there. Y'all know I have nicknames. Okay. HOS, head of security cornrows from Mayans. Stepdaddy Craig for Animal Kingdom. We'll get on Animal Kingdom whenever it starts production, because I'm ready for season 5. Okay, Animal Kingdom is going to be next in this review. Okay, because ain't no way Craig is the father of Ren's baby. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's not adding up. So Stepdaddy Craig. Okay, and then we have Rio fine self, played by Manny Montana. Fine tattoos and whew, he is fine. Fine, man, fine. Okay, Rio. And he tells her, call the girls because he needs to know where his money is at. Okay, so Rio fine self. He's telling the ladies that they stole his money because he helps out local businesses and they help him and they work it out. Basically, he's laundering money. He's laundering money. And he wants to know, where is his 600? Where's his money at? Where is his money? Okay. And wait, did I say 6? Wait, hold. Nope. I got it right. Okay. Where's the $500,000? Where's his money? And Annie says that she spent 100,000 of the money. What happened to sitting low to where you just spent 100K of that money? So now you got to find a way to get that money back. Okay, get the money back. Pay this man, and he wants his money back or else. Okay, and next we see Beth. She takes the kids to Dean, and she was like, she's trying to just get the kids, keep them safe. Stuff's not good. Okay, Annie, she trades the portion and gets a older car. Okay, and then Ruby, she's watching Sarah falling asleep. All of a sudden she hears something. She's like, ah, oh, dang. She's like, dang it. Okay, she gets a whiffle bat. Girl, what you gonna do with a wiffle bat? Like, come on, girl. You could have got a knife. You could have got a pan or something, something instead of a wiffle ball bat. So she hearing something. She thinking that it's Rio. No, I got something on my glasses. Where's that? I think it's something on my no, it's not on my glasses. It's a glare. It's a glare. And it's Stan. Okay, Stan comes in and he tells her that he got accepted into the police academy. Okay, that's awesome. Now, at Annie's place, they're counting up all the money. they're short 60K. And they need to figure out and make a plan on how they're going to get that money. Okay? So they leave for the night. Ruby leaves. Beth takes a shower at Annie's place. So while Beth is taking a shower, Annie hears a knock at the door. It's Boomer. Boomer is wasted. Okay? He is drunk. And he is just he basically tries to rape Annie. And while Beth is taking a shower, she can hear Annie, screaming like, stop, stop. She rushes out of the shower and she's holding the toy gun. And she's trying to intimidate Boomer like, you guys, you men think you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want. When a girl says stop, she means stop. And Boomer's scared. He's scared and he's shaking. But then he realized that it's a toy gun. And after he realizes that, he was like, you know what? I'm calling the cops. Y'all are going down. Y'all are going down. Y'all are stupid. Whatever. He's just talking out the mouth, okay? Out of nowhere, Beth grabs the bottle of Jack and she just bashes it across his Boomer head. That didn't break. It looked like it didn't break. I don't know if it broke or not, but it looked like it didn't break at all. Okay? So she grabs the bottle, she bashes it across his head. He's like, what? He's like, he gets angry and he tries to go after them. But I don't know if he tripped or what, but something happened. He just fell through the glass table and he is just gushing out blood. Blood is just coming out. He's bleeding right there and blood's coming out onto the carpet. And the girls don't know if he's dead, but one thing's for sure, they're not calling the cops. And that was the end of the episode, all right? Episode 1, season 1, the pilot episode. Y'all, I am very excited to be reviewing this. I am so excited. We are going to have a good time reviewing this show. Wow, 42 minutes. My gosh, wow. 42 minutes, y'all. Wow, that's a long time. But y'all, once again, I am ready. I'm ready to go on this good girl's journey with y'all, okay? I'll see y'all next time. All right? Peace, love.